What up, my YouTube family? So it's actually lunchtime for my friends now. So I'm just gonna be chilling around and talking to you guys again. You know, just what I am. I just love to have random, casual talks with you guys and walk you guys through some thoughts and feelings that I have been having lately. Well, I'm just gonna talk a bit about my past because I feel like the past can sometimes be really daunting for a lot of people, and including myself. I may find it hard to, accept my past, especially previously. So, yeah, wait, I'm just gonna put my camera somewhere so I can really sit down and talk to you guys and probably take my coat off. Okay. Yeah, talking about the past, I feel like sometimes, we may have a lot of guilt and we may have a lot of unfinished business with, who we were or who we were hurt by or what actually, gave us trauma. So I feel like everyone has got very different stories to tell when it comes to the past. So, however, I feel like I always believed that these things are here to make us, grow from it. And a lot of times from my past, especially, I've been pretty grateful for it despite, the hurt, the pain, and, being bullied, being depressed, and everything. I've seen it a lot of times, these things that occur to us, especially, things that make us feel uneasy, things that actually make us feel emotional. They are, a projection of what we have deep down. Like, for example, I remember that when I was young, I used to be like one of the shortest in class in primary school, in high school in Singapore. So I had to sit bus from like Malaysia to Singapore, and because I was like the shortest in the bus, and I was always a very timid kid, I was always a very like I didn't really have much confidence back then because I was very tiny and I always get bullied in the buses. I have people spit saliva on me on my face, and they're like, oh, look at her, she's like so tiny and she's such a noob ass and everything like that. So I remember that it took me some time to build up confidence because of all those things. But if I were to really look deeper, it was because I had a lot of self-doubts. I didn't even like love myself because I was a kid. I don't blame myself for not being able to be, confident and all that. So, but I realized that, whoa, everything stopped and my world became different when I started to have some value in myself. I started to see that, hey, being short doesn't really mean that I'm like a useless girl. Because I used to think that being short is so dumb because I always thought that, oh my god, girls who are tall are like supermodel and people who are tall, they are not so easily bullied and stuff. So what I actually created in my outer world was people who bullied me and people who call me names for being short. And it was really funny. Like everything that I could not accept about myself, I'll have like people telling me things like, oh my god, look at that. Yeah, you're exactly what you hate. So it was when I started to, sit down and be like, wait, whoa, like, am I really gonna get affected by all these voices for the rest of my life? And that was when I started to accept myself for being short and accept myself for, having a weird Chinese name. I used to think that I have like a super weird Chinese name because my name is, if you are Chinese, like it's called Luo Kong Ling. So in the Chinese culture, to have Kong like in the center of your Chinese name is actually super weird. And people often call me like haha Kong Long, haha Bi Kong. So basically Kong Long and Bi Kong, if I translate it to English, means like nostrils and dinosaur. So I was often being caught for not having a very like feminine name, and because of that I will often hate my name so much when people ask me like, oh my god, hi, what's your name? I often go like, oh, I hate my name so much, I want to change it. Like even to the point that I would cry and I would tell my parents, why did you give me such a disgusting name? But wait a minute, after like, dealing with what I felt with myself, I started to use a different perspective to view myself and view my name. I'm like, wait, if it's something that, you know, I can accept, maybe it wouldn't affect me so much anymore. So when I started to change the way I think about myself, my world started to change. Now I have everyone telling me, whoa, I love your Chinese name, it's so unique, and whoa, you're so cute, look at how cute you are, you have like such a cute height. And yeah, I would receive compliments for the things that I used to be so insecure about after I changed my mindset and my perspective. So talking about my past gives me a lot of empathy, because I feel like everyone, we had a lot of things going on in our past, you know. I used to be someone who couldn't love myself, accept myself, and had a lot of self doubts. So that was also a lot of the reasons to why I used to be a really rebellious kid in secondary school, when the real me was not actually the me that I portrayed back then, when I couldn't find myself. So, however, I feel like finding yourself is a journey. And if I did not had those, like, you know, imperfect parts of myself, the self doubts, the rebellious inner kid, and all that, I wouldn't have, you know, completed myself today, bits and bits, pieces by pieces, slowly but surely. And here I am addressing this to you guys. I never thought that I would be able to, you know, break through all these and actually tell people that yes, we are all capable of breaking through our insecurities, our pain, and our traumas. So yeah, here I am, just, you know, empowering everyone that, you know, if I can do it, you can do it, and we can all do it if we choose to. You know, we can't make people think what they don't want to think, but I feel like my journey and what I went through can, you know, somewhat tell people that, you know, maybe we don't have to live in our past, our fears, and our traumas, and we can use them as a superpower for us to actually start to know more about myself. Like, for example, like when I started to face my inner fears and my inner insecurities, I started to learn more about myself. I started to understand myself more as a person, and I started to, you know, gather all the strength I had and gather all the courage and slowly, you know, embrace that, hey, you know, you used to be like this person, you used to be that person, but you don't have to hurt yourself by, you know, instilling the past version of you into the you in the present, when you can constantly be changing and constantly be growing. So I hope that all of us, you know, be kinder to ourselves, because we're here to grow and learn together. So that's all. And that was just what I was hoping to, you know, speak to you guys about. So yeah, there's still lots to learn in the journey. So I feel like it's a blessing to be able to keep learning. And I'm grateful for everything that's in front of me, because I trust that it's all for me to learn. And this process is gonna be forever. So let's take it slow and steady. Good vibes always. Love y'all. Bye.